Hello and welcome back to the Common Colt Podcast. The Colts Podcast is real takes and no clickbait. I'm Josh Hudgens and Colts Nation. The Colts have signed a free agent. Yes, Chris Ballard has made a move, and it is for a backup quarterback. I think you've probably heard of him. Joe Flacco, Ravens legend, Cleveland Browns legend, and now Colts backup quarterback, and hopefully he never sees a snap in a game other than maybe a knee in garbage time. The truth is, I absolutely love this move. If we're going to give a one-word reaction, I'm just going to say love. I-L-O-V-E. I love it. And here's why. I know it's an $8.7 million contract. I know that some people say, hey, why not just pay Gardner Minshew what he wanted? Well, here's why. Here's why you can't just pay Gardner Minshew. And I think Shane Steichen made it pretty clear in his end of season interview. He said, hey, look, Gardner wants to go compete for a starting job somewhere. And he felt that he might be able to do that with the Raiders, and he wasn't going to be able to do that with the Colts. And also, I think as Colts fans, I think Gardner Minshew did a lot of good for the Indianapolis Colts last year. First of all, when he joined the team, he helped Anthony Richardson learn the playbook because, look, he played in Philadelphia with Shane Steichen, so he knew a lot of the concepts and the plays the Colts were going to run. So he helped ease that transition. But, and this isn't to talk bad about Gardner Minshew, but I don't think he was necessarily the best mentor for Anthony Richardson. I think Joe Flacco is 10 times the mentor and probably 10 times the guy who you want to have your hopefully next franchise quarterback be molded after. Flacco was a better quarterback at his peak. I think he always processed defenses better and he made bigger plays, better plays at the peak of his powers compared to Gardner Minshew. Again, I'm not down on Minshew. I'm just comparing the two. And when I look at the Colts making this move, it says two things. It says, hey, we're getting Anthony Richardson a mentor. Two, we understand that Anthony Richardson's play style and his health from last year is a concern. And if Richardson has to go down for a game or two, or if he's out for a short period of time, we have a guy who has now proven that he can still be serviceable in the NFL. And that's why I love this move. And to the people who say that might be a little too expensive of a contract, I just don't think that's the case. I don't think you can put much of a price tag on having that veteran quarterback in the quarterback room with Anthony Richardson. You think back to when the Colts drafted Andrew Luck. His second year, they picked up Matt Hasselbeck, and we've seen he was a great addition to the team, and I expect no different from Joe Flacco. This move and this free agency by the Indianapolis Colts, I think, has been a lot of keeping your own, and now we're going to see the Colts branch out and start to sign other guys to kind of add to this team until we get into the draft. The next big move I'm looking at, I think there's been a lot of reports on Snead from the Chiefs. I'm curious how much draft capital Ballard is willing to pay out to get Snead. Obviously, we've seen him do this before with DeForest Buckner, where they gave a first-round draft pick and then they paid Buckner. So it's not unheard of for Chris Ballard to make that big of a move. And to me, cornerback has been the biggest need on the Indianapolis Colts heading into this offseason. So I think Snead from the Chiefs would definitely take care of that, depending on what the draft capital is that's required to trade for the guy. But hey, I think this is a big win by Chris Ballard and the Indianapolis Colts front office today. Joe Flacco, the Cleveland Browns legend, is now an Indianapolis Colt, and I think he's going to help Anthony Richardson, hopefully never Gardner Minshew. He's going to help Anthony Richardson take this team, hopefully the next step forward and teach Anthony Richardson how to play quarterback in the NFL, and that's just encouraging to me. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you have a great day, and if you're interested, subscribe to our channel. We're pushing 2,000 subs, so it'd mean a lot if you hit that subscribe button. Have a great day.